Hello guys, I'm here with my new good friend here, Jeremy, and very happy to have him here. He's been part of the hosting team here for this beautiful event here. So Jeremy, thank you for being here, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
I don't mind. So tell us, for people who don't know you, who's Jeremy?
Oof.
Not the business side, but as a man, as a human being.
I am someone who likes to bring more belonging into the world, someone who's silly at times, someone who likes to run men's groups and run transformational retreats, adventurous, world traveler, 8 years now, speaking on global stages, and what else? I like running barefoot on the sand, doing dips in the ocean, and challenge myself to seek discomfort in very intentional ways to become a more empowering version of me, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Not a very imperfect person.
Perfectly imperfect, imperfectly perfect, you know? So tell us, what is one thing that really makes your heart sing and sets your soul on fire?
Laughter, self-acceptance, human beings accepting all of themselves, vulnerability. I think people sharing from their heart, even if it's very, very uncomfortable, it brings more connection and it brings more just peace overall, because then people feel less alone in their challenges. And it's hard. Yeah.
As a man, how challenging has it been, or was it for you to be vulnerable? Because I know as a man we're told not to show any emotion. We're supposed to be tough. There's tons and tons of support group for women, but for men not many. So how challenging was it for you first to do it for yourself and then take the lead and offer that to other men?
I mean, the truth is excruciatingly hard. As in our society, men are taught to not show emotions. We're taught to not ask for support. It's weak to ask for support, and we're taught not to cry. We're taught all these very toxic things. And what I've realized in leading men's groups around the world and retreats is that we all are going through the same challenges, and most men don't know other men are going through the same challenges. And I've been leading transformational experiences for 21 years, and I'm not gonna lie, I still, to this day, have a hard time crying, even though logistically I know it's the healthiest thing. It's almost like, I always say, it's like taking out the trash. It's like when you take the trash out, you're not like, is everything okay? No, just taking the trash out, no reaction, no judgment.
What is one practical tip you can give to all the other men out there that's going to allow them to make it for them to be easier to be vulnerable?
Easy. Connection happens at the speed of vulnerability. The thing human beings want is more deeper connections. The healthier our connections are with the people around us, statistically and research shows, the healthier we will be. We'll literally have less diseases. We'll have a lot more life satisfaction if we have deeper connections around us. So by being vulnerable, you'll have a deeper connection with the people around you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us, what is your impact? How are you making the world a better place around you and around the world?
Depends what part of me you ask. It depends what day.
The mood, the tides.
My moods, the tides. Jokes aside, I mean, as you might not know, I had a moment in my life where I felt like I didn't belong. I was just so tired of being me and my very out there personality. So I think I'm building global communities around the world. I'm giving speeches on connection to self and others. I am leading 3 weekly meetups.
Wow.
One is a men's group. Last week we had 18 men sharing their hearts out in a beautiful way. I'm leading open mics, helping people express themselves in however flavor that is. If it's storytelling, if it's sharing a poem, if it's singing, it's something. Every human being has an expression, and most people have a hard time expressing themselves because of fear of rejection, fear of being seen, all the fun stuff.
Imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome is a big one. So, yeah.
And how have you been able to overcome all of that so that you can become vulnerable, speak from the heart, and being authentic to your true self and and eventually, ultimately, finding your true calling?
I think the start was accepting where I was. A lot of people want to be a certain way and they get frustrated they're not there. A lot of people toxically say just love yourself, and I don't agree. That's very toxic in itself.
What does that mean, love yourself?
Love yourself.
Accept yourself?
It starts with accept yourself.
Yeah.
It starts with accepting where you're at now and who you are now and all your aspects. And then once you do that, then you can start loving yourself.
Makes sense. Imagine now you have the golden mic. The entire world is listening to you. You have 30 seconds. What's your message to the world?
You are capable of so much more than you're giving yourself credit for. You are a gift to this world. You are worthy of your dreams. You are worthy of being seen. You are loved. You are supported. You belong. You are on the right path. And we only get one life. So invitation is to make the most of every single breath. The chances of us being alive right now are 1 in a trillion, or that's like rolling millions of dice with millions of sides, and all of them land on the same number. That's the chances of our existence. So breathe in that miracle.
Amen. Do we really get one life?
Depends what you're asking. I think
Yeah.
so. I hope I'm wrong.
Where do you stand at that?
I think we get one life.
Yeah. YOLO?
YOLO, yeah.
All right. YOLO, brother. You're awesome. If someone wants to connect with you, what's the best way to do so?
Jeremy Talks to Strangers on Instagram.
Okay. Keep shining your light. Keep blessing all your presence, your impact. You're awesome, brother.
Thank you.
Take care. Cheers.